Happy Thursday night, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. And this is just going to be a live hangout tonight. I do want to preface this, though, that we have some severe weather in our area right now. Actually, part of our county is in a tornado warning. So I'm in a basement. My family's in a basement just in case. Hopefully the storm will go north of us. But just in case I disappear or the power goes out or something, you'll maybe know why. So it might be a short and sweet show tonight. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to do a Thursday night live stream just to kind of hang out. I've been packaging up the prototypes from XM this evening. And I thought I would do kind of a Q&A just to kind of see what's going on with all of you guys tonight. So again, I've got my eye on the weather. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing great. I do want to say hello to everybody real quick. As we start tonight. Borg Cube 102 Brotherhood member, thank you very much. Ready for a bat-tastic show? Yes, I am. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. Another member, Bats in the Belfry. How's the chat doing today? Hello, BSC. Hello to you. Hope you're doing great. We got Nick Aveda's Collection. Another member. Good evening, Bat family. Saludos. Enormos a todos. Thank you very much for being here. McFarland Maniac. Hello to you. I wanted to ask you what happened with the Samurai Catwoman review. That's the only piece you didn't review. You know what? You called me on it. You know, that was the one piece. I don't know why I didn't review it. I don't know if like we went on vacation or something happened, but that one I still need to film. I have not done it yet, but I will do it. I promise I will do that one. Now that I have all of the Samurai pieces in the tank, ready to go for you guys. I even did a video with all of them together. Which is awesome. So I will get that review done for you guys. I promise. Okay. Thought it was 7:30 and missed it. No, you were just in time. You're just in here. Actually, I was maybe going to try to push it back till 8 because of this tornado warning. So hopefully it all goes north of us. We'll see. Weapon H. Not very often I actually catch a stream live. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for being here. Blaine Day, good evening, gang. Here to hang out, see what's what. Well, thanks very much, Blaine, another Brotherhood member. Again, thank you guys all for being members and being supportive of the channel. I cannot thank you guys enough. And if you would do so, we got 71 people watching right now. If 71 of you would hit the thumbs up button, that'll help other people find this content. So thank you guys. Hey, we got Austin T in the house. Let's go. I love it. Thanks, Austin, for being here. Agent 37, good evening to you. We got the Namek in the house. Yes, you are on time. You are not late. Nicholas Capote is here. Good evening, fam. Absolutely. We are all fam here together. Oscar, what's up? What's up? I love it. Thanks. Hit the start button. That usually gets the show started. Well, there you go. I had to hit the start button too. We've got Britton Banner in the house. I love that name. That's fantastic. Hello to you. Django just had one of every collector's worst nightmares happen. A statue I sold to somebody got damaged during shipping. Oh, I hope it was insured. Please, if you guys are going to sell, if you're going to buy, make sure your packages are insured. It is, even if it's insured, it is a giant hassle. You're never even guaranteed. That's why I always recommend, please keep the brown shippers. Please keep the styrofoam. Do not take it to UPS and have them do it. Like, have the real packaging materials. It will help. Trust me. Ryan E in the house. Hello to you, another Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Ready to talk statues. Me too. Fine, I'll reach 100 subs myself. I love that name. Hi, Chris. I hope you had an amazing day at work and hope you relax after this live stream. Thanks. Again, we're a little on edge with the potential tornado warning here tonight. But anyway, hopefully it'll go well. Hopefully you're all doing well. And speaking of your 100 subs, we just crossed 35K here on the channel, guys. And so next Wednesday is actually my birthday. June 29th, next Wednesday is my birthday, and we're having a birthday bash show. We're going to have a great show, but we're also going to be giving away a statue. That's right, the Catwoman Tweeterhead statue, the Michelle Pfeiffer statue, going to be given away in the chat. So if you are here in the chat, you have a chance to win. So please make sure you join us next Wednesday. Again, it's my birthday, and that's how I want to celebrate, by giving you a statue. So that is what's up for next week. Cannot wait. Hey, Odin, what's good to you? Eric B in the house. Hey, how's it going, Eric? Eric's had a busy day doing some statue repair work. Alan Kiefer in the house. Hello to you, Alan. Save the statues. That's right, Keith. I keep my family locked in the basement, too. That's a good idea, Brad. Michael Ray, another Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good Thursday. Same to you, Michael. Thanks again for being a member. Thank you. Twister. Yeah, no kidding. They actually filmed that movie south of us in Oklahoma, which is pretty cool. Hey, Mark. Thanks for being here. We've got Mick Destroyer. B, what is Aventura Zane? I'm not sure what that means, but maybe somebody can explain it to me. Another member, Stokes Collectibles. Stay safe, Chris and fam. We are in a heat wave in California. It's going to be 100 plus for the week. Yeah, I hear that. It's been hot, but rainy. It's been real rainy and windy this week. Hey, Dennis Perez in the house. Hello to you. Great reviews from this guy right here. Check him out. John F is in the house. Hey, what's up? Did you get your Joker from XM? I've got this one right here. I am going to be pre-ordering mine. Of course, it did go up for pre-order today. The links are in the community tab if anybody's interested in that particular statue. Again, it's finally up for pre-order. This is the gun that they can't show you, but this is the one you're going to get right here. Warner Brothers just doesn't allow it. Hey, Steffen, love Chris. Best advice on statue collecting. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Alan, hey, Chris, XM White Knight and XM Penguin arriving next week. I have not received my Penguin shipping notice yet. So I did buy mine from Todd. So hopefully Todd sends me something this week. I would love to get my Penguin finally. Hey, Chris, stay safe out there. Hey, thanks very much, Brian. Again, thanks for being a member. Really appreciate you being here. John is in the house. How's it going, everybody? Doing great, John. McFarland Maniac. What's up, man? That is crazy. Live stream in your back cave with a tornado warning. Hey, we only do it big here on the Batman Statue Collector channel, right? Kevin. Hey, Chris. Good evening, everyone. Hey, how's it going, Kevin? Thanks for being here. Just got my paperback copy of The White Knight today. Can't wait to read it. Plus, it's on sale for like $10 on Amazon. I think you're going to like it so much you're going to want the hardcover. So definitely get the hardcover. Yeah. Oh, we got a friend joining us here.
Hey, what is happening, everybody?
I said we're in the middle of a tornado warning. How are you?
Hey, man. You're in the middle of a tornado warning? Dude, you can't catch a break weather-wise out there.
No, I can't. But I said I was going to maybe push the stream back a little bit, but it's a little bit north of us, so hopefully it stays north.
Oh, man. That is no fun at all.
Not fun at all. So I'm going to keep checking the weather as we go. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
What are you up to today? Did you do a little pre-order today?
I did. Oh, yeah. I did a pre-order. Yeah, we've got that White Knight Joker coming, man.
Was it like a year wait? I didn't even look at see when the wait was going to be.
Honestly, didn't even look. I have all faith in XM Studio, though, for, their turnarounds are, only rivaled maybe by Sideshow in some cases, but yeah, I feel like past, really through COVID, and I think they've done a great job of turning product around.
Well, and we got this one really quick.
Really quick. And think about it. I mean, Joker's a lot less complex, certainly a lot more manageable. I'm hoping for end of the year.
That would be pretty all right. I would take it.
All right. Yeah.
Still saying hello to everybody. We got JS in the house. Dark Knights, let's go. Another member. Thank you very much for being here.
Nice.
Weapon H, we had a crazy tornado watch here a few weeks ago. I usually don't take them too serious, but this one was a wild one. Yeah, the storms, they're kind of hit and miss, but they're getting stronger in a lot of cases. Although Tornado Alley for us, we've been in Tornado Alley our entire life. Like, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Kansas. But it's shifted east a bit. So we're still in it a little bit, but it's shifted quite a bit east into Missouri and some of those states because of, I'm assuming global warming has shifted it over time, but it's pretty crazy that there's so many more tornadoes now east of us.
It's true. My wife's family, so that side of our family is in the St. Louis area.
Oh, yeah.
And they get them pretty regularly, this time of year now.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Mike Stainbrook in the house. Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. We've got Dark Rashid, Batman and Star Wars rocks. Yes, it does. Have you been watching the Obi-Wan series?
We actually just watched it before I jumped on this stream.
The whole series, or just the newest, the last episode?
The latest episode. So.
And what'd you think?
I am completely caught up. Yeah.
Did you love it?
Oh my God, dude, it's awesome.
Like I said, I was just smiling ear to ear. I loved it.
Caught up?
I am caught up. I'm all done. Yeah, we
I
watched
don't
it.
want to give you spoilers because I'm sure there's plenty of people that haven't seen it yet, but it did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form.
And again, this is a little spoilery, but it makes everybody now want to buy that Mythos statue.
Oh, yeah.
Could they have been more on the money?
They couldn't. I mean, that was there were a bunch of Mythos. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but a bunch of Mythos references in the show that I saw today. So yeah, it was cool.
I thought that was. I don't know. Do you think they had any like inside info? Because
No,
again, it's very.
some of the references were from statues that they did a few years ago. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
crazy.
But I want to say hi to Bat Beast to see if a bunch of people. Sorry guys, I don't have chat up. I don't have my iPad up yet.
That's no worries. Let's say hello to Sebastian Espinoza. Met him this weekend at Fan Expo Dallas. So that was awesome. It was funny because I'm doing all my filming. I lost track of time, and so I missed the beginning of the Jim Lee thing. Okay, the Jim Lee chat, like where he's drawing live and stuff like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it started at 3:00. So I'm like, crap. I have no idea where it's at. So this place is massive. There's 3 levels. And so, of course, I go down. I go down a level from where I was, where we had the Jim Lee meet and greet.
Yeah.
Not where it was. So I go back to the main level, go back to the main theater. That's not where it is. So then I have to go all the way up to the 3rd level, walk around that once, did a lap, finally walk in. My friend Damon's sitting there. He was there the whole time. And so I go in front of these people and, I sit in front. It's like, excuse me, so I sit down and I'm filming, watching Jim draw. He did a Wonder Woman. He did a Batman sketch. I'm sure you saw some of that footage in the video. Yeah. And literally sitting right next to me in that same row was Sebastian. And I'm like, oh, you were here the whole time? He's like, I didn't want to bother you. So I was like, so he was just right there anyway. So then we talked afterwards. So that was really cool. So
well, he came away with quite a haul. I saw his pictures.
Oh, my Lord. That guy, I tell you.
Yeah.
I am so jealous. And so I was telling him about the remark that I got, and he didn't even know that they were doing that. So he went right to that booth and was able to get one as well. So I'm really glad that we had that conversation because he had one hell of a haul.
Yeah, that was really funny to watch. But hey, look, I let you off the hook a little bit easy here a minute ago. I didn't turn the tables and ask you about a PO.
Oh,
well,
which one?
Today, you PO
for this one?
Yeah,
I haven't. I'm planning on it tonight. I've been dealing with another collector on another possible purchase. So I've been working on that off and on today. I've been running my kids all around today. So I haven't, but this is going to be pre-ordered for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
unless XM just wants me to keep this one. I mean, that would be, I would not be sad if they just call me and say, Sang calls me and say, hey, Chris, just keep it, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that's probably going to happen, but it would be cool.
No, it doesn't seem like their MO, but I thought really reasonable price and a really nice ES.
Yeah, $299 ES, which is very small. And then also some people they saw some websites that had like the shipping at like $345. That is a placeholder. So I believe if you see that on a certain site from our friend Todd, I believe that was just, I think that's just a placeholder for now until they actually get the real price, because it should not be that much, I would assume.
I don't know that I've ever received anything from Todd that was $345.
Yeah.
I think he literally typed in 345.
I think that's what he did too. Yeah. I think it's just a placeholder.
Yeah.
I was just talking about before you came on that next Wednesday is our Rogues Gallery. It's also my birthday.
That's right.
So it is the Rogues Gallery birthday bash. And we are going to be giving away that Catwoman statue because we reached 35K. And so I want to give away the statue during that show. So it'll be a lot of fun. So we'll have to party it up for sure that particular day.
Hey, you want to see? I got a cool pickup today. If you're interested,
I would love to see that.
So, I've been a little bit on a comic book spree lately, and I've been real focused on my new 50. I did not expect it.
Sorry, there it is. So there you go. Next Wednesday, folks. There you go, right there. Don't forget to join us as we give away a statue. Okay, I had to throw that up there.
I had been looking down at my hand at my book, and I looked.
I was going to say, there is Buddy the Elf right there.
Oh my God.
That's too funny. Okay.
Somehow reminiscent of Buddy the Elf.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I've been focused on my New 52 collection of late, as well as a few other books. And in my travels, I have bumped into some amazing finds. I'll share some of those in the group here over the next couple of days. One you will not want to miss. Well, maybe we'll talk about it tonight. Maybe we'll do a sneak preview tonight. But the other one is I found on eBay a stack of comic books, and somebody was selling this stack of comic books for $29.
Wow.
And it was just a random stack of Marvel and DC comic books. But I happened to notice that on top of the stack was this.
Let me highlight you there.
First print, Teen Titans 12. That is the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs.
Oh my gosh. So he was in Teen Titans first. What a weird book to premiere.
You see him up in the corner over here.
Is that his first cover and his first appearance, both?
Yep. First cover, first appearance. And it is the recognized first appearance. If you go to CGC, that's the one. It's not perfect. It's not a 9.8. It's got a few, what I'm hoping are mostly pressable spine ticks. But yeah, $29.
Wow.
No, can't beat it. Put it this way. This book in a 9.8 right now on GPA is about $1,200.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So I think you did well, my friend.
What's that?
I think you did well.
I think I did well. I think it's probably, if I could press out some of the, it looks like all but one are probably pressable. And there's probably, 3 that are pressable. And I think, it's probably a 9.4, 9.6, but a nice book for the collection, $29 first appearance of a big character. I'll take it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
That's fantastic. I also want to say thanks to 106 people watching right now. Thank you guys so very much. Really, really appreciate it. I want to highlight something Mark said. Shame they didn't take your advice to make the White Knight Joker taller. I mean, we did suggest it, but I think it was probably too far along,
To what?
To make the White Knight taller, to make the base.
Oh, yeah.
Or to add an extender or something,
I think it was just too far along.
I do too.
I mean, not that hard to make a situation where he is taller, but
yeah,
it would have been nice.
Michael Ray says they're going to Heroes Con in Charlotte tomorrow, first convention since COVID. Really pumped. I think you're gonna have a great time, Michael. It's just, it is still a little nerve-wracking to be around that many people.
Yeah.
And I being in Texas, I was around a ton of people this weekend. It was crazy. And there were a lot of people that were masked, and there were a lot of people that weren't. And so if you are still leery, do what you got to do. But don't let that stop you from having a good time. I just think that and there's still like Jim still had his mask on, which irritated me because I paid $100 to meet him. But it is what it is. But there were celebrities that were still like, there was one celebrity that had a full face shield on.
Wow.
Like big goggles with a face shield, taking people's money to take pictures with them.
Yeah, that sucks.
With that on.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks. But there were a lot of people that weren't, and there were some that like still did the plexiglass and stuff. So, it's still getting back to normal. It's not 100%, but it's still just nice to be out and do stuff again.
Yeah. Yep.
What's up? Big congrats on meeting Jim Lee, man. That was just, I don't know. I just felt like it was the holy grail of like going in that room and just having a chance to talk to him just for a brief moment. That was just awesome. Blaine Day in the house. Hey, it's Dan.
Hey, it's Dan. Hey, Blaine. What's happening, man?
Ryan E says might be booking a Friday trip to New York Comic-Con, trying to figure out flights first. That's awesome. Well, we'll be there.
Yep.
We'll be there Friday and Saturday. So we'd love to see you there, Ryan. Late night trip in the house. Borcube 1 of 2 says Q3 of 23 for White Knight Joker.
Oof.
So that's what they're saying.
Right? Full year, basically.
That's a full year.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the full reveal of XM's classic Superman. Yeah, did you see that teaser?
Yeah, that looked really good.
XM Joker release around October of 23. So there you go. This one says August of 23. So somewhere in there. Yeah, Obi-Wan finale was incredible. Matthew Martin says, "What's up, guys? Hello to you."
Hey,
hello, Critical Mass. Let's see. Yeah, that will be interesting. Do you think it'll be? I'm assuming that's quarter scale, right?
The Superman piece?
Yeah.
I only assumed it was because I assumed it was part of that new DC line they're doing. So I figured it was quarter scale.
Yeah. Again, it was just awesome meeting you, Sebastian. That was awesome. Life-size bust from Todd was only $250. Yeah, as I say, I think that's just a placeholder price point.
Yeah.
Django says, after playing the Arkham games again, I was reminded how much I love them. So now I'm going all in on the Prime 1 Arkham line, even though I missed out on most of them. The great thing about that particular line is people are selling. You're still going to pay high dollar for Croc and Freeze, Catwoman in some cases, Scarecrow in some cases, Two-Face in some cases. You can get a lot at retail. For a while there, they were actually kind of selling for less than retail, but now I'm seeing them a little bit more than retail. So anyway, it's a great line. I actually considered going backwards and getting them again, but I think the community spoke and said, no, don't go backwards. So hello to you, GIGZ. Kevin says, Chris, I love the Harley print you got in Dallas. Who is that artist? You know, you were going to ask me that. Hold on. I can look it up real quick.
Was that a Nathan Serdsey print? It looked like his work.
I think maybe. He's going to be in Denver. So let me go to that. I also got a press pass to the Denver Fan Expo, which Jim Lee's also going to be there.
Is he really? He's going to be at Denver?
Yeah, he's going to be in Denver. That'll be his second con. And that's the thing is Dallas was his first con back in 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he did the masks and was more cautious, just because of that.
Right.
And it's a little overwhelming.
Sure is. Yeah.
All right. So my guy, his name's Chad Hardin.
Oh, Chad Hardin. Yeah, I know his work as well.
And he had this. I don't know if you saw that, but I don't even know if that's gonna.
No, it's a beautiful piece.
It's a really awesome print.
Yeah.
And he actually had it on a big canvas, and I probably should have just bought that one because I thought it was really neat.
Yeah.
But I just loved it. I saw it. I never even heard of him, but I mean, he's done a lot of different stuff with DC, especially Harley stuff. Harley Quinn. Hey, Matthew Martin, $1.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Any word on the half-scale Batman Bale Prime 1? I have not heard anything. Have you heard anything about that?
Kind of crickets. They released a bunch of
production on him at all, even.
Nothing. No. He hasn't been one of the ones that they've done any further teasers on.
And Prime 1 hasn't done a ton of half-scales. But, I mean, that went up for pre-order, I think, even before Queen Studios Aquaman, and Aquaman's out.
Yeah, it did.
A year or almost a year ago, I think. So
yep,
it's crazy. McFarlane says, "Whoa, that's sick." Is that Merciless on the cover? Is that Merciless on that cover of the Teen Titans that you were showing?
It is.
It's awesome. Speaking of the Merciless, I have let's see if I can give you guys a little mini teaser here.
Uh-oh.
So if you watch the channel today, I did do a Murder Machine. How about this little teaser?
Look at that.
How awesome is that? 2 of them.
That's pretty damn cool.
So teaser. I had to tease you guys a little bit.
That'll be coming cool.
That'll be coming soon. I knew that big, didn't know it was worth that much. Looks like I'm getting onion rings instead of fries at Burger. Well, you can't go wrong with the fries either. Anyone picking up the Alex Ross 125 colors or prints tomorrow? I believe maybe our friend Eric B might be doing that.
I think Eric might be. He was trying to think it out. It's hard, man. His books right out of the gate are expensive, on his website. I don't remember how much I paid for the the 1027 book, the Tech 1027, but homage. But I'm trying to think. They're at least a couple $100 a piece.
Sorry, just checking the radar here.
Oh yeah, let's keep an eye
So that's
on.
where we're.
Oh my God.
See, that's where we're heading. But hopefully it's staying north. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have the White Knight Harley statue include an extended base for the White Knight Joker. Well, there you go. That could be a good idea. I will actually pass that along to Ang. Why not?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, why not? Make that an exclusive thing. I think it's great. I mean, they could easily make it big enough that they don't have to worry about it fitting perfectly.
That is an excellent idea.
Yeah.
And make it an upgrade. Sure, charge a few $100 more or whatever it is, and
yeah, I would love it. I mean, what would you think if they made the tower, but like made Harley, but then made her attached to it? Like that is the actual base, and then the other piece could fit into it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just put a roof line on the top of it if you don't have the Joker, just want like a like an angled roof where it fits in.
Well, it's kind of like the I think the intention is it's like part of the one side of the bridge. It's at the end of the bridge. Right, where he's sitting is right on the end of a bridge.
Yep.
So it could easily be up high and her down below it somehow.
Be awesome.
Yep.
Do you still have the Killing Joke Joker statue? Yes, I do. It's I think the Kotobukiya one, I think is the one I have. Yeah, it was really cool to see Jim Lee. It was incredible. Everyday Collectors in the house. Hello to you. Dan, what is your favorite Jim Lee art print? Oof.
My favorite Jim Lee art print, probably Batman over San Prospero. That's probably my favorite kind of pinup print that he's done. I have that on canvas. Got it at San Diego Comic-Con in 2014. Yeah, that's probably my favorite standalone.
Is that the one with his face up close with the gargoyle next to it?
No, that's
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Alex Ross. I'm sorry.
Alex Ross. Yeah.
My bad.
No, Jim Lee. This is it's very kind of reminiscent of the Hush Europa cover. It's kind of that pose.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know what you're on. Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. The Justice League, his variant for Justice League number 8, the real close up on Joker's face, is another one that I absolutely love.
I only have one basically piece from him, and that is, well, other than the art print I just bought, but I have the artist proof Catwoman kissing Batman.
Yep.
From Hush, and I have that in canvas form, so it's awesome.
That's a beautiful piece. Is that Batman 50? I think so. I think it is too.
I want to see a 1/4 Joker, The Dark Knight in person. Will you? Are you talking about the from Queen? Yes, I am still getting that. I don't know if I'll keep it though. I want to review it, but I don't know if it's one that I will keep, just because of the scale. It seems a little small. I don't know. I've thought about canceling it, but I thought, well, at least I could review it and see.
I really, really, really am trying to stick to my guns on scale.
Yeah.
Believe me, if I almost cracked and bought that Gotham by Gaslight piece.
I did too. And
I really like it.
I had to be talked off the ledge because I don't know where it would go.
Yeah.
I don't really have the space for anything smaller scale wise right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I could find a spot, but I don't know.
Hey, I've got an interesting. So I've kind of reversed direction. I've done this a few times in my collecting career, not that many, but a few. Mm-hmm. And I am interested in purchasing. If anybody in the chat while we're talking has one that they might be interested in selling, I'm looking for the Batman quarter scale premium format from Sideshow Collectibles. The one that kind of looks like Kelly Jones' work with the long cape.
Okay.
I am interested in buying that piece. So if somebody has that at a reasonable price, hit me up. I'm your buyer.
It's interesting that piece, because I think Eric bought mine, and then I think he sold his.
Really?
Which is funny. We should have just passed it on to you.
Yeah.
But that piece is, I think it's one of those ones that people really did not appreciate at the time.
Yep.
Even like Almacar, when we had him on, he, the face sculpt could have been better. It could have been maybe a little bit more detailed. But the actual statue itself is incredibly heavy. Like, it is heavy. It is solid. And I just think it's one of those pieces that was just way, way before its time.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. It's a good piece.
Well, what made me think about it is I have on display, I started this book of the week thing, right? I'm not one that has a ton of comic books out on display, but I do enjoy my collection, my comic book collection. So I have, as probably most in the chat saw, I have my Neil Adams Batman 227 cover on display. And I'm looking for a 1970s-ish Batman. I'm thinking I want to leave that book out, and I'm looking for a statue to pair with it.
It would be good.
And I think that, even though it's not a Neil Adams Batman per se, it is of the era, right? And
they do have that one from XM.
I know, but it's
where
6 scale.
Yeah, that's true. It is 6 scale.
It's 6 scale, and that kills me.
Yeah, because otherwise that would have maybe been perfect.
That'd be perfect, and I would pull the trigger on that piece, but it's 6 scale, and I'm like,
and again, we don't want to go backwards.
Yeah.
Brad Ladner, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. If you do a bad job at school counseling, do they make you work at summer school? Well, all of my evaluations have been, spot on. So far I have not had to work summer school. It's all voluntary, by the way. Thank you very much for the $5, Brad. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Chris, are you thinking of changing your profile pic as a celebration for 35K? No disrespect to your current Facebook profile. I think it looks great. Well, sure. Why not? I think we could do that. Maybe do my really bad Photoshop job of me and Jim Lee.
That was a good idea, though, by the way.
Well, let's see. Let's see. I think I can pull it up here. I think I did a pretty good job on Jim, but not so much me. Here's my first attempt at a bad Photoshop photo. Right there. So my head looks bad, but
Jim's looks good.
Yeah, I shrunk it down a little bit even from what I sent you.
Yep.
And that's actually a picture from this weekend. So,
I think it's the lighting.
Yeah, it's the lighting on me for sure.
Yeah.
But I think I got him pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
So anyway, it's my bad Photoshop. So anyway, where was I? I got my Queen Studios 1/3 scale Bale Batman in person. It's awesome. Face sculpt is awesome in premium edition. That's great. Dan and I both have that piece, and neither one of us have the Bale head sculpt though. Right? You don't have that one.
For which one?
The Queen Studios 3rd scale.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, you did get the Bale head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For some reason I didn't think you got that.
No, I do. I don't display.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew you would never display it.
Yeah, I really don't. I had it on there for a couple of days when I first got it, but I like the cowl too much.
Yeah, cowl's too good, and I still have both of them. I had put them up for sale, so I just feel like if it sells, it does, and if not, it's meant to be in my collection.
Yeah, there you go.
The Fellowship floating down the river between those two statues. I'm not sure what he means.
That's.
Hey, Kevin. Austin T. I can't wait for my Queen Studios Wonder Woman 1/4. That is shipping as we speak. The production pictures look good. I know Jeff Delaney is getting it. He was really impressed. Seems like a lot of the community were like, whoa, this looks as good as the prototype. And I would tend to agree. I think it looks really good.
Yep.
Jerry is in the house, man. I love that Joker picture right there, Jerry.
Old school.
Yeah, I love it. Wallace Berry went to the Braves game today. It was like being on the face of the sun. Yeah, I bet. I've been kind of kicking around the idea of taking, we love rock music, 80s rock music, and I've been debating whether to take Ledger to that Joan Jett, Poison, Motley Crue, and Def Leppard concert. They're doing that summer tour. And a lot of the bands, they just don't sound very good these days. Like, they just don't sound good, especially Crue. And so I don't know if I really want to take him to, like, I don't want to know if that's what he wants to experience or not. But like, we would be way in the back and it would be 100 degrees. So I'm like, I just don't know if it's worth it or not.
So my wife got me tickets to that show, Chris.
So you're going?
Well, yeah, because the show was originally from 2019.
Right. It's 2 years. Yeah, right.
And they've offered us a refund each year or to push the tickets for the following year. So it's finally happening. I think around here it's not until it's like the first week in August. But yeah, I'm going.
And so where is it going to be?
Fenway Park.
So ours would be is at Kauffman Stadium where the Royals play.
Yep.
So I think it'd be a really awesome atmosphere. So I don't know. It's like toward the end of July, so we still have some time. But I'm like, I just don't know. Such a hassle because it's a 3-hour drive for me. It's and then it's trying to get out of the parking lot afterward, and it's just
it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. So I don't know. We'll see. Dan, are your kids fans of collecting madness? Do your kids collect it all?
No, they don't, but they don't dislike it either. I have, my kids are grown and, my daughter is 25 and my son's 23 and, they think I'm a little nuts perhaps, sure. You know what? I've been doing this basically their entire lives in one form or another. But they've always supported me too. That said, they've come with me to plenty of Comic-Cons. I had that one opportunity to go to San Diego in 2014, and we made that our family vacation. The four of us went. We went for a week. We stayed right there in the Marriott on the harbor, right attached to the convention center. So we kind of did it right, and it was one of the best vacations we ever had. But yeah, they've been part of the madness. They don't collect themselves, but they've been part of the madness for sure.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Marco says, "Hey, Chris and Dan, what do you all think about a lot of pieces from Prime 1 not being up for pre-order from previous showcases? What piece I've been waiting for is the Batman Beyond one." Well, yeah, I'm not gonna speak for Dan, but I'm sure he feels exactly the same way. We think it's stupid. I mean, quite frankly, it's like you hype up a piece, you want to get people excited, get it on pre-order. If you wait 9 months and then you show a whole bunch of other product, people aren't maybe going to want that anymore. So in my opinion, I think if you're going to show it, it needs to be up for pre-order soon after that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's a broken part of their business model, quite frankly. It just causes frustration with customers. It causes excitement level to go down, like you said, Chris. I don't understand it for the life of me. Not, or be articulate about when the piece is going to go up for PO.
Right.
I mean, so if you're going to put it in showcase and you're going to say, okay, it's, the May showcase, this piece won't be up for, PO till August, but we really wanted to show it to you. Great. I've got an expectation. I get it. Makes sense. I can plan on it, which Eric B has brought that up many times. You want to plan your collection. Yep. You want to plan your budget, like you've talked about, Chris, all those things. So I don't understand. I really don't why they do it, but I have to say, having been through a few of these showcases now, it's par for the course.
It is.
Yeah.
Penguin was showed at Showcase 1. Penguin was shown at Showcase 4. He's still not up for pre-order yet.
Yep.
I mean, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Doesn't make any sense. Are you guys ordering the Entertainment Earth Batarang? I am not. I don't think.
No, I'm not either. Props. Again, it's a space thing. I don't really have too many. So no. It looks cool though.
It does. Kevin says, just got my Joker Prime 1 bust unboxing now. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
Great piece. The Everyday Collector, what's up? Hey, late night trip again. So hello to you. Hey, Chris, what is it worth? I'm not sure which one, Mike. Let's see. Yeah, I don't pay anything like that for shipping again. Yeah, shipping. This is by far the most I've ever paid for shipping right here.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, you just made me remember that.
What a nightmare. Yeah, it's like we just need to move on from that. It's the last time I'll bring it up.
Oh, that was
probably. Yeah, it was brutal.
Lord in heaven.
Ryan says, hey, Chris and Dan, I just pre-ordered the Batman Begins statue from Sideshow. I think it's just fantastic. Yeah. Not an insanely big edition size considering. What do you think of it? I'll let Dan go first here on this one.
No, I think it looks great. I really like it a lot. Again, it's one of those, I mean, Batman Begins is right up there at the top of my list of Batman movies. Like it's, I dare say I like it as much as the Batman, which is saying a lot because I loved it. But again, I don't know what I'd do with it. I don't know what I'd pair with it. I don't know where I'd put it. I've got a Bale Batman in 1/3 that pairs with the 1/3 Joker and the 1/3 Harley. So I love it. I wish the one that I had was a Begins and not a Dark Knight. But yeah, if they come out with a 1/3 Begins, I'd swap this one in a minute just because that's one of my favorites.
Are you amazed they haven't done that yet?
Yeah, I don't get it because a lot of people have a real affinity for that movie.
Right.
So I don't understand it.
But I don't either. I mean, the only thing,
a lot of decisions to the statue companies.
I don't know. If I could just sit in one room. Now, I truly do believe that Warner Brothers or DC super pushes whatever's new.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think the Dark Knight's Metal line is a perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they say this is what you're going to make. If you want this license, you're going to make X and X and X of these newer pieces because this is what we're trying to sell right now at the newsstand.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of times why we might not get some of the things we're wanting because it's not the newest, neatest thing. And that might not be always the case. I mean, there might be some creative freedom there, but I do think that the companies definitely push whatever their current agenda is.
You know, the other thing that I think might, and not to, get too much into the dollars and cents of this, but licensing is extraordinarily expensive for these properties. And I wonder if the statue companies are incented where the license fees are a lot less on characters and properties that the studio wants to push.
Yeah.
Right. So that the profit margin on a metal piece, for example, is much higher than the profit margin on some other DC property. The statue company still could do, but they're going to make a lot more money on that metal piece.
Yeah. I think that's exactly correct.
Yeah.
Chris Batman says, hey, Dan, have you collected the new 52 run B covers yet?
I have all of them. I do. Yep. That is the cornerstone of my collection. Chris, that's, I've got all of them. As a matter of fact, I'm into, like, right now, I mentioned it on the last road show. I've got 2 left to go in terms of having 1 through 10 in 9.8. And I'm also doing 1 through 10 in 9.8 signed. So that's kind of the quest that I'm on right now, and I expect to kind of build from there. So
awesome.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a quest.
It is nice to have. It's fun to have a quest.
It is.
Not too crazy of an expensive one. So
I wanted to bring up something that I talked to you about. So I was very excited about my Jim Lee bat. Okay. So I brought my plastic bat.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. He's frozen, guys. Wow, this even happens when it's just the two of us. Go figure. Well, what Chris is going to tell you guys, if you haven't seen the pictures or the video, is Chris took one of the bats from his Batman Hush Prime 1 Batcave Edition statue. He and I had talked about things to get to ask Jim to sign at the convention at Dallas. And so Chris brought one of the bats from the statue with him and actually got it signed. And I've seen pictures. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I saw pictures and I saw a video. Hey, he's back.
Here I am. Sorry about that, guys.
And it looks really good. But go ahead, Chris.
So yeah, and again, thanks for filling in there, Dan, on that. So yeah, I was excited because I wanted to have Jim Lee sign the bat. And I don't know if I came up with that or if you came up with that idea. I can't remember who did. One of the two of us. But anyway, so whenever you were in that room, they gave you like this big art display board. like this big foam core board.
Okay.
They gave, and so then you put your 3 items on it.
Yep.
Okay. Spread it out. So I made sure everything was perfectly aligned, and so it's like, whenever, and so I even put it backwards. So like as I brought it over to his table, it would be facing him, and that front bat on the bat cave faces down. And so
okay,
I wanted him to sign it upside down.
Yep.
So it was right side up on the statue. Well, I'm talking to him, and cheap plugging my statue. And, he starts talking about those from the Prime 1 bats. I'm like, oh, yeah. And so, anyway, so he looks at it. He flips it over the right way. And before I can even think to say something, he's already signing it. So it's upside down, right side up on the bat. And so I'm like, crap. So now, but he will key in up.
That's how I have mine, by the way.
You don't have him down?
Nope.
Really?
I don't like him down. I'm looking at him right now, and he's up.
So is he kind of up at an angle?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, that's perfect. I can have him up.
Yeah.
So I was so excited because I'm like, I just immediately oh crap.
Very lucky.
The one thing I wanted him to sign, he signed upside down. And I'm like, okay. So when I got home, I was so glad it actually keyed in right. So okay, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I bet it looks awesome too.
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's just so cool. I mean, I really like the one that Prime 1 had him do. It's on his leg. That's cool. But I'm like, I just feel like I like this one better because it's almost like a nameplate. It's like a, it's not.
I agree. You mentioned that in the video, the nameplate thing, and that I thought that was spot on. That's exactly how I kind of view it. I can't wait to have mine signed, either at New York or right now. I think I'll see Jim at New York. Hopefully, I'll see him in New York, and I think I'm going to try and get to Baltimore with Eric because that's drivable for me. That's about a 7 or 8 hour drive.
Yeah.
And he in non-COVID years, he goes there every year. That's one of his favorite shows.
That's awesome.
And it's funny. I was just listening to David Finch, and he was talking about that too.
Well, if he's in New York, especially if I can get a picture of him without a mask, I will pay the $100 again, or whatever it'll be. I don't know if they'll do a VIP event or
see if he does that there because he. I think that's new, that whole Jim Lee VIP experience thing.
It must be because he didn't sign, as far as I know, he didn't sign at the actual booth.
Yeah.
I think he showed up there, but I don't think he signed anything there. So I think this was the only way to meet him, or actually get something signed. There was a deal where you can tack on each individual. It was actually $60. Each individual item you wanted to add on was $60.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So be prepared for that.
It's funny. One thing I've heard a couple of artists talk about it was actually in the context of Neil Adams passing away recently, that Neil was really a trailblazer for charging for autographs. And, other celebrities were doing it, but the artists weren't. And actually, this was David Finch talking about this. He was saying how, not all artists, you could be working on a big title book and you're not necessarily making a ton of money. Everyone just assumes you are because it's a big title. Mm-hmm. So it's a real good opportunity for artists to actually enjoy some of the success of the book that they're working on. And I thought make all the sense in the world. $60. I mean, you start to get expensive at that point. But I think, Jim's looking at it well, people are selling my autograph for $100+ Why shouldn't I partake in that? Which I get. But I've heard of artists saying if it's made to you, if it's made out to you, that they don't charge.
Okay, that's cool.
And I'm like, to me, that'd be fair.
I think it's fair.
I think it's fair, or charge less or something.
And most the artists that I met this weekend, they were you get three of them for free or whatever, and you can go meet them every day and get 3 more. It's right. But most of them, at least some of the bigger names, they were selling art prints or selling other comic books or something like that. So I mean, I don't mind supporting them that way either. If they're doing 3 free autographs, great. Then I want to buy an art print from them too or something.
Yep.
Mark, no, I still have it for sale. If it sells, it's available. And if not, I'm going to keep them. So it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to do on those. I caught the end of what Dan is looking for. Which 1/4 scale is it? It's the yes, that one.
Yes. That's the one, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, he is looking for that one currently if anybody's selling that one.
Yep.
Again, Dan, tell him your email address. It's DSD.
Yep.
820. Oh, 825. Okay. 825.
Yep.
Yeah. DSD825@gmail.com.
No, at Mac.
Oh, at Mac. Sorry.
Yep.
I got some of it right.
You got some of it right. I give you credit.
Say it one more time.
Yeah, DSD825@mac.com, or just look for me in the group, the Batman Statue Collector Facebook group, and message me. You can get me that way too.
Yeah.
So yeah, very interested though.
Blue Collar Statue Collector. Good evening, guys. What statues are you selling? Are you selling any right now, Dan? I don't think you have anything for sale.
I have a non-Batman piece that I'm selling.
All right, what do you got?
I've got the Iron Patriot statue.
Oh, Sideshow?
Yep, the Sideshow.
I had that. That's a great piece.
It's a great piece. It's the EX, so it's got kind of the visor up portrait.
That was a good. It was a good portrait.
And it's Cheadle, and it looks like Cheadle. So it's it's a great piece. I've got that piece for sale right now. I'm selling an excellent price, $300 shipped. If you're interested.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it's in great condition. It's just I'm not displaying it right now. I'm like, well, you should find a new home, you know.
Yep.
But other than that, just a bunch of small stuff that probably have in the next auction. But yeah, I don't think so. Not right now. I
just have possibly the Queen Studios third scales. And maybe one of the Catwoman. I haven't decided yet. So we'll see. I'm assuming you like the one with the gargoyle still better, right?
I do.
Yeah. That seemed to be the consensus. Although a lot of people do like the new one.
I don't dislike the new one. I think it was in your review. I watched your unboxing and then I watched your review, and I really wanted to kind of dive into that piece a little bit. And I think at one point you mentioned realism. And I tend to be somebody who likes the realism more if I can get it. And I think the other one, the first one, is a more realistic take. I think that what some people said is, and I think it's pretty spot on, and I didn't say it in the review or anything, but I think that people say it's almost like a premium format from 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. And I agree 100% because they went like super real for a while. And I don't know if they're still going to go that route or not. And I feel like that was really under the art direction of Daniel Bell and some other artists. Whereas with the Catwoman, it definitely went back to that comic booky, that original lineup that they had. And so I think that she would really fit in really well with that older, the original Poison Ivy, the original Batman, which I still think those hold up really well. I agree. So I think they nailed that on the head. It was just that older look of Sideshow in that piece. I agree. The best sound at a concert is by the sound mix area. Yeah, that's right. I'm worried. Like I don't know. I think I told you I've got tinnitus in my ear now, and so I have a 24/7 ringing for the last year and a half, and so loud noises aggravates it. Oh. So I'd be the guy probably with big headphones or something at that concert. Def Leppard is actually really good. Granted, I haven't seen them in the last 4 years. Yeah, Crew. Poor Vince. His voice. He's singing like every third word. Oh, and he sounds out of breath the whole time. Like I've seen a lot of footage. There's certain songs where he's okay, but it's bad. Leopard sounds good still. Poison sounds good, and Joan Jett actually sounds really good. So I think it's still going to be a good show. But yeah, Crew is struggling. But I feel like they've been struggling for a number of years. I've seen them, I think, 6 times. Well, I had that experience about how long ago was it? About 8 years ago, maybe. I saw Van Halen with David Lee Roth. The last tour that they did. I saw that tour too. Did you? And God, David Lee Roth sounded horrible, just horrible. I mean, it was worth to see Eddie Van Halen one last time, which I'm really happy that I did because he was an absolute maestro. I couldn't get over how good he was still, but David Lee Roth was horrible. I've seen all 3 versions of Van Halen. I saw the Gary Cherone first version. Then I saw the Sammy Hagar when he came back to the band briefly. Yeah. But Eddie was drunk off his butt. Like he played awful. Sammy sounded great, but Eddie was drunk. Wow. And then I saw them with David Lee Roth. We had horrible seats and it was just a bad experience, but at least we saw him. And then in 2019, right before everything shut down again with the pandemic,
or was it 2020? It must have been 2020. David Lee Roth opened for Kiss in Wichita, and it was like a big lounge singer act. It was just very strange. It was very strange, but it's still cool to see him again.
People sometimes ask me my favorite concert, and I'm really going to date myself here, but one of my favorite concerts was one of the first concerts I ever saw as a kid. I saw Van Halen 1984.
Wow, nice.
Which was unbelievable when they did Jump and Hot for Teacher, and oh my God, Panama was unbelievable.
My favorite band is AC/DC, and I had row 9 for them once, and it was incredible. But I think if we were just talking about favorite concerts, I think my favorite one I ever went to was we had row 2 for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh, nice.
And my friends and we literally air guitared the entire concert. And he constantly kept looking over at us, laughing at us, and it was just fun though, because like we knew every song, and it was just a fun night, cool. Summer night. But so I think that's my favorite one of all time, just because of that memory, because he just kept laughing and smirking at us the whole night. It was really funny.
That's awesome. He's injured. Tommy Lee's injured.
Yeah, he broke his ribs in multiple places, and so he is at least playing parts of the show injured. I don't know if he still is. I know those are first initial shows he was. Apparently he fell down some steps or something. So you can only imagine how bad that would hurt to drum hard all night.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he plays hard. Thanks, Dan. I have that statue I've been thinking about selling. It's not the exclusive, though. I think Dan would be okay with that. The exclusive is that gritting teeth portrait,
I don't need,
which I don't think is great anyway. So
that's the one, and it's also a little bit off scale, right?
The portrait?
No, is it a little bit small? The one with the gritting teeth?
It's just the teeth are not good. It's just like kind of he has an overbite.
Okay, yeah, then that's okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So Brian, if you're going to sell it, Dan's going to take it off your hands.
Yeah, let me know if you're thinking about selling. Reasonable price. Let's talk.
That's right. You're getting old when you're talking about getting out of the parking lot. I know. I know, Keith. That's the problem. Is like I don't want to deal with that. I'm too old now at this point. I'm like I don't want to deal with it.
Yep.
Sebastian says, even in my opinion, why even do a showcase when we don't get half the other half can take up a year before it's on PO and another 2 years to get it in. I mean, that's exactly right, Sebastian. It's just so frustrating.
Yep.
And again, just as a business standpoint, it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
I agree.
Like, get out the stuff that you've already done. Like, get it out. I went to San Diego Comic-Con in 2014 too. I could have been standing next to Dan at the show and didn't even know it. That's standing next to greatness. There you go.
Yeah, maybe we were hanging out in line together for Hall H because all four of us slept out overnight on the sidewalk. Us and how many other 1,000 people to get into Hall H? But talk about worth it! Holy cow! We saw what were they? They were promoting all kinds of Warner Brothers was promoting all kinds of amazing stuff that year. So that was really fun.
It's awesome.
And so was Marvel, right? Marvel was coming out with Avengers, and it was just awesome.
It's a big year.
Yeah.
Stove's Collectibles, are you coming to New York Comic-Con? Maybe you'll have a chance to meet the great man yourself. We'll see. We'll be there.
Yeah, definitely. I hope we get a ton of people to show up. That should be a blast.
Gosh, I hope so too. Let me know in the chat if you're planning on heading to New York to hang out with us. Batby says, anybody know with the Alex Ross variants, if you join the waitlist, do they email you a link to purchase? I have no idea. Do you know anything about that?
No, I think what they'll do is you'll probably get a notification. If it's like last time, you get a notification email saying, okay, the books are up and live. You kind of have to be on it.
Midnight Dip. Chris, last week you showed us the Superman and Lois statue. Missed who's making it, and is it 1/4? It is, I believe, 1/6 scale. And it is being done by Iron Studios, right? Iron Studios?
Yeah, that's an Iron Studios.
Yeah. I don't believe it's up for pre-order yet, though.
No, I get their emails. I haven't seen it yet.
I just got my first Prime 1 piece. Can't wait to unbox it and check it, the quality with my own eyes. What'd you get, Den?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, what'd you get? Oh, this must have been, so I'm really behind. This is when I froze, obviously.
Mr. Friesen made it.
I know that's the one I was going to bring up. The Inner Bay 1/4 is still awesome. Like it is. I own that piece. I own that one and the Joker when they came out with those. Do you remember those from Inner Bay?
Oh,
Batman Begins.
Joker, but I remember the Batman.
Oh, Batman, his face was so perfect. Like, it was perfectly sculpted. I had it for probably a year. And that's when I was starting to get more of the statues. But
yep.
Danny says, I met Jim Lee back in 2005 at New York Comic-Con during a panel. That's awesome. I really hope he's there to meet him again. I'd love to get more stuff autographed. That'd be cool. Hey, Hudson, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. We need a pic of this Jim Lee bat on the statue. Yeah, I will do that. I can't believe I haven't done that yet.
Chris, was the booth where you were able to get the remark done?
Yeah.
Was Jim selling original art there?
He had a couple of cards, like 5x7 or whatever that is.
Yeah.
With some sketches of like side profile of Robin, side profile of Harley. So I don't know if he was doing that or not. Or if I don't know. I don't know if he like pre-made those, or I don't know what they were.
Right.
He had 3 guys, and I assume that maybe they're family. I mean, they looked kind of like him. Like, it's just like, oh, they were older. You know, they all had kind of gray hair. So I'm assuming that it's his family that works for him.
Okay.
Or maybe his friends or something. But the guy I talked to, he was fantastic. He kept showing me all the art. I was really tossing between, because I could have got an artist proof of the one I bought, but it was $750 versus $500.
Okay.
So I'm like, I just like $500 was even hard for me to justify. But I'm like, I really want a remark.
Yep.
And he was selling stuff, other prints and things like that, for not quite as much money, because without the remark, they were all numbered. And then he even had the one I was debating between the Catwoman and Batman that I bought, or they also had that. I think it was maybe Detective Comics 1000 with him with the Joker and all the villains around.
Yep.
But like the big highlight of that poster print is it's got a big giant Robin on it.
Yep.
From the back cover.
Yep.
And so like when you see it, it's just like a big giant Robin. And I really wanted it with all the villains. So I'm like, that's why I didn't end up getting that. He had that one black and white and color. And so I really liked that one too. But I don't think he was doing anything other than remarks, as far as I know.
Gotcha.
And I can't even imagine how much original art would be.
Probably. Yeah, he had a couple of years ago, Boston Comic Con, he had a booth. And the reason I ask is they were selling some original art there, and it's astronomical.
Late Night Trip, if you're talking about what Jim Lee was signing, he was signing anything. He even signed my Brotherhood of the Bat logo, which was cool.
Where do you keep that, by the way? I was curious.
I had it in my case, my Sideshow case, for a while. Bane used to hold him.
Okay.
And I might put him back in there. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Somebody on Instagram made that for me, and I love it. And so I just thought that'd be kind of cool to have that, knowing that's his signature's on the back there.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll make that a thing. Maybe I'll take it and have other artists sign it.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Or do you think it's better just to have just him?
I don't know. I think if you kept it like A-list artist, so to speak, I think
like David Finch or Kelly Jones or Frank Miller, those type of things.
Yeah.
Has anyone had the chance to meet Alex Ross? I haven't.
Nope. And funny enough, I thought for sure in 2014 I was going to see him at San Diego, because he's got a giant booth at San Diego. Like, I'm talking giant. He sells a lot of artwork there. I thought for sure, but nope, he didn't.
He doesn't do very many anymore, does he?
I don't think he does any. I don't
Really?
think he goes to shows. No.
That's too bad.
And his booth is enormous.
I've seen him on video, and like they're just incredible.
Yep.
All-time favorite band is Kiss. Kiss is my second favorite band. I love Kiss. I think they're lip singing now. That's the bad thing.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, Paul's been caught a couple times. His voice has really gone downhill.
I'm surprised Vince isn't.
Yeah, it would almost be better, really.
Yeah, true.
Ben says, hello, Chris and Dan. I have a question concerning something personal with myself. Is there any other avenue to contact you, Chris? Yes, the Batman Statue Collector at gmail.com.
Yep.
So please feel free to reach out. I got to see them twice at the end of the road tour. Yeah, they've retired 7 times. I asked Stove if he was coming, but unfortunately I will not be this year. Well, maybe in future years. Again, we hope to see a lot of you there in New York. We're excited. I'd love to go to New York Comic Cons, but I just don't know if I'll be able to make it all the way over there. That's the thing is it's a long way for a lot of people. You know, it's a big trip. That's awesome. Oh, that's a fantastic. That's awesome.
Nice.
Great piece. Den, if you would be interested, I would love to have you review that for the channel. If you are interested. Again, you can hit me up at thematmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. But yeah, I would love to feature that piece. I'd love to feature you reviewing it if you're interested. I love doing pieces that I wouldn't necessarily normally do. I love to highlight other stuff. Like I've got some stuff that I haven't put on the channel yet. I've got a bunch in the can, but we're doing a guest review for the Infinity Studios Wonder Woman bust we did, and also the White Queen. Jack W from Facebook did that for us. So I have a bunch of those type of reviews that we normally wouldn't do necessarily on the channel are coming up as well. So can't wait. Greetings from Australia. Thank you very much, Fazil. Love that name. That's awesome. Fazil. That's great. Fazil. I don't know if I've ever heard of a Fazil. I like that.
It doesn't Austin Powers go by or no, he's got his
Basil. Yeah, Basil. That's his guy.
His man Basil.
Yeah. I won the opportunity to meet Jim Lee at San Diego Comic-Con probably around 2016, 2017, the first year they did the online lotteries. That's cool.
Wow.
So, okay. So I was really mad at Ledger because Ledger also was off on his own doing his thing, and he was meeting us up to meet Jim Lee. I told you the story earlier where I came in late, sitting next to Sebastian, and I was really wanting Ledger to come in and sit by us. I didn't know he was in there yet, but he apparently had snuck in, but he stayed in the back. So he's in the back of the room. Okay. So, and he kind of came in toward the end. So I didn't even know he was back there. Right about that time, Jim Lee has this beautiful Batman that he just drew and this Wonder Woman that he just drew. He's like, I'm going to give these away.
Oh my God.
So he's like, okay, how do I give this away? Okay. So if you brought your dad here, because it was Father's Day.
Oh, no way.
If you brought your dad here, stand up. So I'm like, crap, Ledger's not here. He was, but he wasn't sitting next to me. So then he's like, okay. So a bunch of dads stood up. I'm like, oh my God, if I could win this Jim Lee print. I mean, it was a big, nice, beautiful print. You saw him working on it in the video. So anyway, then he said, okay, you have to have in your pocket a condiment. Actually, he said condom, and then he kind of got like everybody got chuckled. Dement, it's just funny. He's like, I'm looking for like ketchup, mustard, something like that. Of course, they're all dads. None of them have ketchup and mustard in their pants. Yeah. It's like maybe somebody's purse or something. Maybe. So nobody had that. And then he said, okay, so whose birthday's closest? Well, mine's June 29th.
Yeah.
And then some other dads were around that same time. And there were two people in the middle, and they were like, oh, mine's like in a couple of days. Well, you could easily say, well, mine's today, and he'll never know. But anyway, Ledger wasn't with me, so I never stood up. But anyway, those two guys got those prints. Oh, they were really good too. Especially the Batman one. The Wonder Woman he did quick.
Yeah.
But it was so cool he gave those away.
That's awesome.
Waiting for my Hush Nightwing. That's a great piece. I had considered it. I like it a lot. The Alpha Lion, is there a Comic-Con in Kansas City or anywhere near soon? I think that they do a Kansas City Comic-Con, but their big one is Planet Comic-Con, and that's usually in March or April. So I usually get press passes for that one. So that's usually the big one if you want to go to one. Ryan, what are your thoughts on the Queen life-size Captain America bust? Well, I'm so glad you asked because I'm doing a hit or miss video on that tomorrow. And so it's already up for pre-order right now. I haven't seen it up at Todd's yet, so I don't know. But yeah, $4,000 for that. Seems awfully expensive.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I do talk about it in the video. So a little spoiler. I think there was a couple misses. I feel like they should have done a full shield as an option if you want it, because they did the broken shield. Also, I don't know if Monier can come out of his fist or not. I think that's a miss because not everybody's going to want the hammer. But I wonder if you can take it out and he'll still have a fist back here like he's fighting, which would look okay. But I think he's small. I think they actually show a graphic of him next to like the silhouette. And he looks tiny. So I don't think he's truly fully life size. And I think like even like the Wonder Woman was a little bit underscaled that they did. So I don't know. Looking at the photos, I think it might be a little bit tiny, but I don't really know. Again, that graphic could just be wrong. So it's hard to say. But it's expensive. But if you love Captain America, it might be a great piece for you. Sebastian says Jim actually takes limited commissions to be delivered at shows through Albert Moy. The side small profile head sketches are oh my God, you're kidding, Sebastian.
Wow.
So those ones that we saw, oh my God, 9 to 15K and 11 by 17 is 20 to 35K. Well, I probably won't be buying an 11 by 17 anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yikes. I'm real happy with my remark.
Yep. Me too.
I mean, that's an original. I mean, I know he does the same thing over and over again, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's still an original drawing from him. That's still awesome. And I could have had Batman. I could have had the Joker. I could have had, they said he'll draw whoever you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh.
So if I do that again, I'd probably get a Joker, maybe a Two-Face. That'd be kind of neat.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so many great Prime 1 pieces. If you don't get the Hush Nightwing, you're going to end up selling Huntress again. I know. You know, I would consider selling her today, but I don't want to ship her. Her hair breaks. So I don't know. I'm happy where she is right now. I mean, if she went, she went. But I do like her a lot still. It's only for shows he attends, and prices is based on if there's a background or extra characters. Interesting. It's a lot of money. Good evening. Nice to see you all doing so well. Thank you very much, Lucas. Hope you're doing well as well. I also wanted to say thank you not only to Chris, but Dan, but also the community as well. I've struggled with addiction for 2 decades, and this channel does more than you all know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Ben. From time to time, I get messages like that, and you know, most of the time they're very private messages. But one thing that people tell me over and over again is how much they appreciate how positive we are on this channel. And, you know, even if we don't like something, we're not going to trash things. And, you know, we try to keep an upbeat, optimistic tone. And I do that personally because I'm a dad and I'm an educator, and that's important to me. But it's like the community that we've built has latched onto that, like-minded collectors. And so when I hear stuff like that, that makes me very, very proud of this channel. And that's why I continue to do it. I love the community. The statues are great. And what we do here is great, but it's really the community and it's the people, the friendships. I mean, you know, I consider Dan one of my really good friends, and it's like I would have never met Dan if I didn't do this. Like, you know, it's like, and it means the world to me that we are able to connect through this crazy internet thing. You know, it's like so I'm glad that it's been able to help some, Ben. That's awesome.
Yep, that's great to hear.
What do you guys think of that 1/6 Captain America by PCS for $505? I did see it went up for pre-order today. I haven't really looked at it hard. It's a video game version, right? I think.
I didn't really. God, I think I missed it.
And I thought it was quarter. I didn't realize it was 1/6. Do you think 505 for a 1/6 is? See, I don't think that's too bad. Like Prime 1's charged around that price. Actually, they're more expensive.
Yeah, it's 1/6.
Okay. Like Samus charged more for 1/6.
Interesting.
It might be a little bit overpriced, but I don't think it's too far out there.
You know what? It's got a real intricate base. You know, you've got the Oh my God, I'm drawing a complete blank. Those Ultron dudes, his minions, from Age of Ultron. You know, all the robots. I
Yeah.
can't remember what the hell they're called. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of those on the base. I mean, it's really intricate. 500. Yeah, I mean, I can think about it. I mean, if they're selling Hot Toys 1/6 figures for $300,
Yeah.
200 for a statue. I don't know. I mean, 200 more for a statue. That'd be a little pricey, but not by much.
Iron Studios is charging 190, 250, 300 for 1/10
for 10th scale.
I mean, I don't think 500 is too far fetched. I mean, yeah, it's a lot, but I just think that's where we're at. I really do. I don't know. Let's see. I think I've caught up on the chat. I don't know if we have any other questions here. I definitely went longer than I was expecting. I was going to go just an hour tonight, but we've gone a little over that. I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about, or you think we've done pretty good tonight?
I think we've done pretty good.
I think so too.
Yep.
Again, I definitely want to promote Wednesday's live stream. Again, it is the birthday bash. It is my birthday. And so please, here's the really bad graphic again. And so please join us that night, Wednesday night. I'm not exactly sure the start time. It should be our normal start time, but I might have some dinner plans. So hopefully we'll start at our normal time. We'll look at photographs and talk about geeky collecting. And of course, I am going to be giving away that Catwoman. You do have to be present in the chat to win that.
In the chat.
Yeah, have to be present. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to pick the winner yet. So I'm going to be like, maybe it'll be funniest comment. Maybe it'll just be some random pick. But you do have to be in the chat to win. I just ask that you pay for shipping. Again, thanks everybody for supporting this channel like you have. Again, I can't believe we're at 35K. It's just mind blowing. And it's all thanks to each and every one of you out there that watch these videos every day. And you keep watching, I'll keep pumping them out. So I really appreciate it. And again, I want to celebrate my birthday by giving something away to you guys. So anyway, thanks everybody for checking out the video today. Again, this was just kind of a random Thursday stream, but it was a lot of fun. And again, Dan, this was so much better with you here. So thank you very much.
Oh, this is great. I had a blast. I was just telling my wife, I'm like, I missed Rogues this week. I wish it was this week. And then
I did too. And it's actually kind of funny because our non-Rogues nights, we like to go do something as a family, like bowling or something like that. So I didn't want to miss that last night because like, well, maybe I should do Rogues last night instead of next week since it's my birthday. But I'm like, oh, let's celebrate on my birthday. Let's have some fun. So get our live fix in and interact with the community. So it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to leave you with this bad Photoshop. There it is right there. One more time. Bad Photoshop right there. One more time. And definitely join us Wednesday. Again, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you all in the Batcave. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. See you later.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.